Colette carrying over her bumper this morning. Back at SEMA. It is Wednesday, the 6th of November, and today is the day we're going to go around, I believe, and talk to sponsors. But first I got to swap out the battery in my car because I might have killed it yesterday. But today we're going to talk to the sponsors of the Young Guns cars, I believe, and learn a little bit more about their products, where they're located at SEMA, what they do, and also the Young Guns now gets narrowed down again. Gets narrowed down from the top 10 that it was announced yesterday to 4, I think, today, or a lesser number. I should know these things. On to the rest of our day now. We have coffee. It's not our best sponsor in the world, which stinks, but it's free coffee, so I'm not going to live with it. What we're going to spend today doing is going around to all the sponsor builds, sponsors, let's say, or the builds sponsors today, and talk to those people. Talk to the companies that help them make their cars, talk to the companies that help them either get product or products that they used on their cars, and talk to them a little bit about stuff. So the first one we're going to go to is Miller. We're going to visit people like Toyo. We're going to visit people like High Performance Dealer Group is visiting, just to give you guys a little bit of insight onto some of the products that actually go into these Battle of the Builder builds. And I know a lot of you guys complain about like money, all these builds, they're young but they have money so they can do it. A lot of it is sponsorships. A lot of it's possible to get sponsored. You just need to know who to talk the right way, talk professionally, and come at a sponsor with, give them a reason to sponsor you. Whether it be your audience, or whether it be your work ethic, or whether it be the quality of work that you could put out. You don't need to have $1 bajillion to build one of the Battle of the Builders cars or one of the Young Battle of the Builders cars. I know a lot of you guys are saying that, but a big part of it does come down to sponsorships. And it's actually a lot easier than it seems sometimes.
Hi, I'm Andy with Miller Welding. Miller's been in business since 1929, and we make welding machines for just about every industry. So one of our favorite platforms is what I like to call our small frame platform, where it's really designed for that committed enthusiast or even that DIY guy who's just starting out in his home garage. You don't have to be a pro welder to get started with our stuff. You can turn that auto set on, and as long as you know the thickness of the material that you're welding, you can set that on the machine, and the machine sets those parameters by itself.
We've had a lot of the Young Guns that we're working with tell us like their builds that they put together for this show. That was some of their first time welding. That was some of their first time doing all this. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's awesome to hear. That something that you guys offer like will aid them in that process as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
And even beyond that, we don't just stop at selling you a machine. You can go on our YouTube channel. You can learn about welding, even the basics of welding, right down to how to hold the torque. The neat thing about this too is in this package, because the Multimatic 220 is a multi-process machine, you can MIG weld, TIG weld with it, and you can leave both of those processes connected at the same time. So I don't have to change the connectors around on the front of the machine. You'll notice that the MIG gun is connected and the TIG torch is connected also with the ground cable.
So you'd say this would probably be one of the most user-friendly pieces of equipment that you guys offer, because most of these Young Guns, people that are trying to do the entire build themselves to be like even considered to be in this category, the more work they could do themselves, the more work they put into their cars, the better chance they believe they have within the competition. And they do, because if they do all the work themselves, they're considered to be a Battle of the Builders Young Guns competitor if they get in. Yeah, so would this be something that you would recommend to some of those guys or girls out there that are trying to really do every last bit and piece of their car themselves, even if they're not too familiar with welding?
Absolutely, yeah. And to top that off, even if you jumped on our YouTube pages and you just wanted to see, TIG welding aluminum, or maybe they're making their own brake ducts or whatever. Aluminum is very popular for that, or they're making the air box or something out of aluminum. There's a lot of that content on our YouTube pages.
Perfect.
And it might even be designed more for some of our more advanced machines, but this machine still has that same arc capability.
Gotcha.
So even if the machine isn't the same as this one, this machine still has that similar capability.
And what's the YouTube channel?
MillerWelds.com, or MillerWelds.com is our website, and our YouTube channel is just Miller Welding.
Oof. Wagon. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh no, you're good.
How does that make you feel, Rob?
Okay, this is actually the first one.
Rob's having a little brain aneurysm right now, trying to understand what's going on. So now we're in the Toyo Tires Truck Pass. You guys, we've been visiting here a lot because you guys know the legacy is in here. Shout out Toyo, thank you guys so much. But you guys can see we have a bunch of cool cars, all debut cars here in the Toyo Tires Truck Pass. And we're here with Stan today from Toyo Tires. Stan, some of our young guns that we're judging this year, they have Toyo Tires on their car. They're rocking Toyo Tires, they're rocking your tire. First of all, how does that feel to have somebody who's brand new or just trying to make a name for themselves in the industry choose your tire to kind of represent their build?
Definitely means a lot to me and for the brand. We do push pretty hard to get our brand out there, and I think that the culture that it is from like a social media standpoint to an influencer standpoint, having our brand be recognized and utilized means a lot of work.
Yeah. So you see a lot of builders come through in and out of here. You see people of all different ages come in and out of here, bring cars to your booth. What's your opinion on people, on the young gun builders, people that are 27 and under, coming to the SEMA show with a car, possibly for the first time, wanting to get their name out there on a bigger stage? Do you have any like words of encouragement for them that are like, good for you, like you're doing it, you're out here, your car's at SEMA, or any possible words of encouragement for people who are on the precipice, maybe want to bring their car out here, maybe they want to enter in the Battle of the Builders Young Guns, but they're maybe a little bit shy or nervous?
SEMA's a beast. It can really break some people. So, any advice is, just because if you have a car here, it's great. Just don't get discouraged if, there's so many people, and everybody, from all different manufacturers, representatives from manufacturers, are so busy talking to people.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get discouraged if they feel like, we're kind of too busy to talk. It's the industry. It is a small industry. So I think your work will speak for itself. Just give it a chance. Just make sure that you're doing it for the passion that you do for. I'm more of the old school mentality where I don't like to see cars done just for social media likes and views. I think that cars should be done based on your own aesthetic, your own skill set, what you want to show off, being something different. There's so many cars at SEMA. SEMA again, it's like a fashion show, right? I mean, you're going to see so many things that you're like, that's not practical, but it's just a show.
Yep.
So just know where you are within that. And if you want to do something that's more performance-driven, go with that. Don't go overboard with some certain things. No one's going to like it if I just do the motor and everything else is just clean on the outside.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of cars out here that look like sleepers. Put the hood back on them, no one's going to think anything of it. When we just take the hood off, you're like, wow. And then we have some other cars here like super wild looking, but they don't have anything. There's no guts on them. So just kind of like I said, just make sure that you're doing it for what you feel is what you want your builds to be moving on, and who you want to be. There's other brands out there that kind of have a different image. I think that our image it tends to lean more towards the not extreme, but kind of wild performance. With the look of everything, everyone, from trucks to sports cars and all that, they're either looking for like an MT or our own R888R. It's like it's one of those tires where they're not really designed to be driven every day, but people want to put them on there because they're cool. So, we have many choices in tires. We're just happy if you guys consider us. Take a look at the kind of cars that we have out here. If you feel like you kind of fit in one of those pockets, we're the ones for you.
We stopped back here with Rob to so we could talk to some of his peoples around his car real quick. That's his forwarder down there. He's at the Grease Monkey booth over here. You guys can see all of SEMA also from their booth. Shout out to them for letting us come up here, just grab some shots of his car from above. To the rest of SEMA, how busy and how jam-packed it is. This is only one of the halls too.
2, 3, go. Oh, this way. There you go. Jessica, you're clearly stronger than me.
Damn.
Screw that
You did.
shoulder. Show 'em how it's done. There you go. That's Gorilla Grip. The glove with the grip that never slips.
Award for most entertaining display at SEMA goes to Floaty Ball Guys. Oh, wow. That guy's skilled at floating his ball. I can't say that. Don't smack it. Don't smack it. Don't. Okay, I won't. Hey, at the Gearwrench booth, we got Rad Dan. You can spot the mullet a mile away. We have his Supra hiding in there. Wow. Some of the Young Guns also use some Optima batteries in their cars, and we have Jim with us here at Optima Batteries, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the brand, about the batteries.
So if I only got an elevator ride, I'm going to tell you our batteries are more expensive than a flooded lead acid battery, but they can last up to 3 times as long. They're up to 15 times more resistant to vibration, especially if you spend a lot of money on your car and you have a lot of sensitive electrical equipment in it. You want a sealed battery that's not going to have acid damage all over wiring and sensitive areas, especially if you mount it in the trunk or inside the car. You want a sealed lead acid battery, and that's what Optima batteries are. Absorbed glass mat, not a gel battery. It's an absorbed glass mat lead acid battery.
How does that feel to have somebody who's young coming up in the culture, in the scene, to have your product in their car?
It's exciting on a couple different levels. Obviously, it's great exposure for our brand to have our batteries and vehicles that are featured at the SEMA show, but I gotta tell you, man, in our head-down society where people are walking around looking at their phones, I'm just excited that there's young people that are interested in cars and taking enough initiative to build their own cars and put aftermarket products on them, because that's the lifeblood of this industry, and I feel like there's a generation growing up right now that's happy to sit in the back seat and stare at their phones while mom and dad are driving them around, and they're happy to play video games all day, and we need more young people that are willing to go out and get their hands dirty and build cars and keep this automotive aftermarket humming.
So next up, we're out here with Lincoln. Lincoln was part of the list of parts, part of the list of parts. It was on the list of parts being used by the Young Guns Battle of the Builders. So one of the Young Guns Battle of the Builders people chose and used Lincoln parts to make part of their build become possible, become a reality, and get it to SEMA. So we're here with some Lincoln representatives.
Yeah, I'm Jeff Knoll with Lincoln Electric Cutting Solutions. I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for the Cutting Solutions brand.
Awesome, cool. So give us, start off the bat, give us a quick little breakdown on what Lincoln offers. What is Lincoln for somebody who may not be familiar with the brand?
So Lincoln is a company that was established in 1895, and we have a whole host of automation equipment, welding equipment, cutting equipment. So we can essentially take a business from acorn to oak. If you start your small business, we can go all the way through the process with you until you're a lights-out automation facility.
Awesome. And what are we standing in front of right now? What specifically are we standing in front of?
This is part of our new Power MIG line. It is very good for home-based hobbyist equipment, but it's a little bit bigger, more robust than the MP210, which is really the garage pack. Your
products were used and chosen by some of the Young Guns to make their builds, to bring their builds here to SEMA. The Young Guns is just 27 years old and under. So how does it feel to have somebody so young trust your product as possibly the first of these kind that they're using on their build to bring it to a stage such as SEMA?
Well, I think it's great to have the next generation of car builders out there. There's been so many generations of car builders. It's always great to see the next guys and what they're going to build. I love seeing the rat rod stuff and all the imports, tuner stuff. It's really good to see. And of course, my personal passion is off-road. I really like the off-road stuff.
Very cool. There's definitely a lot of welding that goes on with all those rat rods. You can always definitely see those stand out. Do you have any words of encouragement or advice?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's so many more opportunities these days to learn. You know, obviously social media provides a great platform for people to learn a lot of stuff that wasn't available maybe to previous generations, where you can interact with people online and ask questions and really refine your trade. I think the trades are very important. My son is a welder that's in the trades. He builds off-road cars.
Oh, cool.
He's 22 years old, and he makes mistakes, and he's learning along the way. So I'm really excited to see the next generation come through, use our products, and chase their dreams to build cars.
Well, tell him about the Young Guns Battle of the Builders next year, because he might be able to enter. He's under 27.
Absolutely.
Tell him to build something and bring it on down.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So thank you so much for your time. If you guys want to check out Lincoln, we'll put more information and links to their websites down below if you guys want to check them out. And Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Chris.
Awesome. So we spent some time this morning talking with all the sponsors, or all the companies that people have worked with for the Young Guns and have parts on their cars. And now it's time for the Young Guns and the rest of the Battle Builders to be narrowed down to the even top 3 of the Young Guns and the rest of the Battle of the Builders.
Before we give the top 12, everybody that made the top 4, a round of applause for yourself. You earned something very special here, and you're on the right trajectory. Starting with Brad Swaney and his 1971 Chevrolet C10. Brad, come on up to the stage. Next up will be Kyle Ray and his 1988 BMW E30.
Go, Kyle!
Right this way, Brad. Kyle's making his way up as well. The final member of the Young Guns top 3, Luke Marrow in his 1940 Chevrolet two-door.
Go, Luke! He is the boy.
So if this top 12 represents kind of the present and the future of hot rodding, there's your future right there. Your 3 finalists in the Young Guns. Let's hear it for them.
So those are our 3 Young Guns.
The first one, Edison Sarkeesian, the 1955 Porsche 550 Spider.
Amazing builds. The builds that got chosen, those are really amazing. Also, a little stretch of everything. We had the E30, that's kind of like, not you guys like our culture, kind of fancy tuner culture. Then we got the C10, that's kind of more of a classic. What was the other, the third Luke's car? I don't know what the name is.
Louis
I'm not really good with
1968
classic.
East
Put a lot of like personal touches on it.
Also on air ride as well. So big range, wide range of cars. 3 Young Guns. Congratulations to those guys. One of those guys is going to be on the stage Friday night in the top 4 of the entirety of the Battle of the Builders. One of those 3 guys could take home the entire Battle of the Builders. Woo! Fit that on, you top 3 are you?
It's hot.
When they called your name up on the stage as top 3, like what were you thinking? Like, is this the right Brad? Do they have the right Brad?
Yeah, especially because I was the first one called. I didn't really know what to do, you know.
Yeah, where do I stand?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet, man. Well, congratulations again, because that's actually really cool. And now you also get to be a judge. You're actually taking our job away from us, so thanks. Enjoy your judging. Our job is done. Yeah, this is your job now. Enjoy. Actually, if you could vlog for all of us by the end of this trip, you could we're just all gonna give you our cameras.
I mean, I never expected to be here. This is my first SEMA, first build.
No way.
Yeah, first everything, and here we are. So I'll be honest, this isn't even a question, it's a statement that your car deserves this. I think they do.
Your attention to detail, quality, and the work that you put into it, it stands out.
Yeah. So, how do you feel now that you have to judge? It's your turn to. I'm nervous. I mean, there's a lot of great talent that's there, and a lot of good people. How do you feel about the other cars that made it?
I think that good choices were made. Every single one of those is a good choice. Yeah, I'm happy to be amongst the group. Every day I wake up and I think about how SEMA's appreciated what I've done and how I've been able to help impact other younger builders. That's huge to me. So it's just that's all it is. I don't care about money. I don't care about more business. It's just a motivational force. So.
As you guys can tell, sun is setting. It's been a little while since we last filmed. I've just been hanging around the lakes for the past 3 hours talking to people. As you can tell, my voice has now been dissipated. Yeah, I was just hanging around there saying hi to people. Sponsors came by, said hi to them, thanked them. Shout out to everyone who came by to check out the car, talk about the car, took pictures of the car. Thank you guys. The amount of love and publicity this car is getting is insane. This is perfect and exactly what we wanted to get out of the wagon. But besides that, shout out to all the Young Guns that we met today. Shout out to all the sponsors of the Young Guns we met today, or any company that played a role in the Young Guns build that we talked to. And we narrowed it down to top 3. We narrowed it down to the top 3 today. Tomorrow gets down even farther, and then Friday is the last one where one winner will be announced. So shout out to you guys for watching this. Thank you so much. Sorry I have no voice. As you can tell, I've been talking for a while. And SEMA, halfway done? Almost halfway done. See you guys in the next one. Alright, so today is Friday the 8th. It's the last day of SEMA. Today's the day also SEMA Ignited, so that's going to be later on today, which should be pretty cool. Also, we have to drive the Legacy through the parade later on today, which is going to be neat. First time driving the car through there. Hopefully a ton more people are going to get to see it than did at the SEMA show. That'll be really cool. Then the cars get loaded tonight into the trailer, a bunch of stuff. But first of all, the Battle of the Builders Young Guns, as well as the Battle of the Builders judging is going on right now. So what's happening right now is all of the people that are in the top 12, all the Battle of the Builders that are in the top 12, including our 3 Young Guns, are going to judge each other's cars, and that's going to narrow it down and narrow it down. So that's going to be how the overall winner is going to be selected. So they're peer judging. They're judging each other. It's not an outside party, so they can't vote, obviously, for themselves. But that's happening right now. We're making a quick pit stop here to the guys over at AccuAir. You guys know we run AccuAir on the Legacy. AccuAir is definitely one of our cooler brands out there that is fun to work with and that enjoys working with young builders such as myself, or young influencers or builders. I can't call myself a builder as myself. We're going to stop by real quick with some of the guys here at the booth. They have some brand new products they're going to run us through real quick, let you guys know what's coming up next for AccuAir. So let's go ahead and talk to one of the guys over here, see if we can find Dustin. All right, so we have Dustin here from AccuAir. I heard you got some new products. There's some new products on the block. Fill us in on some stuff that maybe these young guns can use on their future builds.
Awesome. Yeah, so this year at SEMA, we dropped the E-Level Plus control system. It's built on the same height-based leveling technology that we've had in E-Level. We brought a bunch of new features. The new ECU is all machined aluminum housing, anodized. It's got RGB backlighting, so you can adjust the color, the brightness right through the app. But most importantly, the system now has built-in Bluetooth. So every system has Bluetooth 5.1. It's long-range, high-power Bluetooth. And with the new E-Level Plus app, you get a bunch of new features. We've got a bunch of new display options. You're able to actually see the height percentage on each corner of the car. So you have feedback on where your physical height is. And then you still have your 3 savable heights. So, you know, your 1, 2, 3, and the all down, really what E-Level has always been known for. Still there in E-Level Plus, gives you that convenience, lift on start capability. So start the car, it goes right to the right height, and you know you're gonna be at a safe height.
Perfect. And I also noticed a new little controller over here.
Yep.
Wow,
Plus
look at
has
that.
a new touchpad. The housing is stainless. It's also magnetic, so it works with like a Scotch style mount.
And you don't need to have something like on the back. Like on mine, I used to have like a Scotch mount on there, but now it's like it's such a nice smoother finish now. It don't have to have anything extra on there. Smart idea. That's a good idea.
Got a little bit thinner. It's got an indicator for your compressor, so you can see when your CVT's running. All of it's plug and play compatible with our whole tank line. E-Level Plus also still works with any valves or other air management components on the market. So really flexible. Probably most important is that we tried to make the system modular and create a little bit of a lower price point to get into it. So you can get into the E Plus Connect for $395. That gives you a wireless switch box. You can add to it and add height sensors, and for under $1,000 you can have a height-based leveling system with all the new features and really have a complete system you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, especially because the young builders that we're focusing on this week, they don't always have the biggest budgets and best budgets to be able to spend on splurge. So something like that's more cost efficient for them will really come in handy.
Absolutely. I don't know how some of these guys afford all these high-end builds. I can't, so we try to make an upgrade path, and you know, you can start out with something that's quality and you can add features and capability along the way.
Now, is this all available now or at a certain date?
This is going to start shipping December 15th to 20th, and then the new E-Level Plus app will be dropping in the App Store January 1st.
Cool, awesome, sweet. All right, so we're back out here for the Battle of Builders. We're going to announce the top 4, who the top 4 is, and one of them will be our young gun. We're going to be a little quiet because they're filming. So Brad Sweeney with the orange C10 is the one that won the Young Gun spot to be in the top 4 of the overall Battle of the Builders. Now that Brad Sweeney won the Young Gun spot and the other Young Guns, and the other Battle of the Builders people, the top 4 have been chosen, now is when the interesting part starts. Now the parade of SEMA is going to start in like an hour, and that's when all the cars are going to be leaving. We're going to go get in the Legacy. We're going to drive the Legacy through the parade with Ryan. Then we're going to meet up with the other judges and influencers again for the number 1 spot for the announcement tonight at 7 p.m. But first we get to drive the Legacy through the crowds and have everybody look at it, which is going to be, it's going to be cool. Bunch of cars still rolling in. Obviously the year of the Supra. We'll make our way over to actually Ignite in a second and see some cars rolling in a second and meet up with the other guys in the group. Grab a vest so that way we can go inside and watch all the drifting and get some extra footage for you guys if we stay that late. At 7 o'clock is when they do announcement. It's 4:55 now, so we have a little bit of time before now and the announcement of the winner of the Battle of the Builders. All right, we have a moment of silence. There's a band over there playing, but really quickly, before they start up again, we have our 4 top contenders for the Battle of the Builders competition. If you look over there, you'll see a familiar sight. That is Brad's C10, his orange C10 truck. That is our Young Gun. All these other cars that are here are from the regular Battle of the Builders competition, and that is our Young Gun that's representing us, Brad's truck over there. So they're probably doing interviews of Brad right now. Is that Brad over there? Yeah, look at him. Here's Brad doing his little professional interview. And we have the rest of the SEMA Ignited going on right over there. Cars are all rolling in. There's a huge ass crowd of people watching. Oh, there's got a farm truck over there, not in a farm truck. There he is. Wow, look at this zoom. Fantastic. And that's SEMA Ignited going on. This is what was open to the public. That if you guys want to come next year at SEMA and do SEMA Ignited, it's like $20 and you can get into SEMA Ignited, see all the cars roll out like the Legacy just did. So I'm going to go now and figure out some spots to film some cars as they roll through the here. And then we'll check back in with Brad and his truck in a little bit. Inside Ignite, you got to see we got all the cars rolling out. That's where the Legacy just rolled through, right over there. We got a bunch of trucks and Jeeps rolling out right now. All the cars that were outside are going to be the ones that kind of get to go first like we were. This is a weird looking truck right there. You got like my man's stuck on the little speed bump to get in. They're trying to move the little speed bump for him. It's going over the electrical wires. Oh man. There we go. Bowl of Doritos.
you like vehicles. That's why I put a vehicle on your vehicle here. Got UTVs.
That thing is so sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, Jack.
The first category, Young Guns winner is Brad Swaney in the 71 Chevy C10. Brad Rogers behind me. Congratulations, Brad. Here he comes, Moss Adams. Moss Adams, there he is. 2 envelopes, that's scary. Okay, I have 3 and 4. So if I announce your name, then you can just dive right off the back of the stage. You didn't win. In 4th place, still an amazing, amazing machine, Brad Swaney, 71 C10. Hey,
Brad!
No, you can't leave. You just gotta sit there and look for him and smile. In
Brad!
3rd place.
All right, the winner of the 6th annual SEMA Battle of the Builders is Jim and Mike Ring with their 69 Chevy Camaro.
Alright, so not our young gun, but he still got pretty damn close. He got up to the top 4 of the overall Battle of the Builders competition entirety, 27 and under. Huge shout out to Brad. Brad, you did great. The truck looks awesome. Congratulations. 4th place isn't that bad.